and we are from Group 4.
MRP and ERP, Material Resource Planning and Enterprise Resource Planning. The group can consist of 4 members.
Hi, my name is Clarissa Henry Ulyu.
Hi, my name is Farah Humaira.
Hi, my name is Humaira Ismail.
And I'm Sharifah Hanan Najla.
Today, we will explore the current problem faced by Plastistics Sendirian Berhad in the context of Material Resource Planning and Enterprise Resource Planning, or in short, MRP and ERP system. So, the first issue I had identified is that the company had an increase in the production cost where the ERP system can be very expensive to purchase and to implement and also to maintain. As stated in the statement, the depreciation and the utilities costs had increased. Secondly, MRP system can be rigid and inflexible, making it very difficult to adapt to sudden changes in demand or production conditions. Also, I had noticed that the company had an inefficient production process due to traditional methods and disruptions. All I can say is that the company should have used the modern business environment by now instead of using the traditional ways. Also, the company have poor training towards their employees and staff and has reactive approach to problems where they prefer wait and see attitude rather than making drastic changes. As you can see here, there are some of the solutions for current problem, which firstly, they should probably create detailed budget and track all of their expenses. Besides that, they should also define clear workflows and streamline processes. And lastly, the company should have started training their employees on how to effectively use the MRP system and understand its role in overall production process.
In today's competitive manufacturing environment, managing resources effectively is crucial. Material resource planning and enterprise resource planning are systems that helps companies like Plastistics Sendirian Berhad to improve their production scheduling, inventory management, and information flow between departments. So, before we start the introduction, what is the difference between MRP and ERP? So, MRP focuses on planning raw material needs, while ERP focuses on all business functions in the company. So, given the current operational challenge faced by Plastistics, such as production disruption and rising material costs, adopting MRP and ERP can provide a strategic solution to improve efficiency and reduce costs. So, material resource planning. Material resource planning are computer-based inventory management system. It helps companies like Plastistics to ensure right materials are used in the right time. Next, it helps to compare forecasts with actual data, analysis performance, and improve process to achieve better efficiency. Next, we go to ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise Resource Planning completes software system that manage and automates all business processes. It links all departments with one central database and helps to improve the business with accurate data and help increase efficiencies of the whole company. So, to conclude this introduction, in short, ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, do it all, while MRP, Material Resource Planning, are more specific to manufacturing processes, which means the word material directs to manufacturing, which is material, while ERP, Enterprise, means the whole company.
Now, we are going to proceed with characteristics of material resource planning first. First and foremost, one of the characteristics is raw material ordering and costs, where knowing the exact cost for raw materials as well as cost difference between suppliers enables to reduce manufacturing costs without sacrificing quantity. And secondly, consideration of available labor and machinery to handle production volume, where the system must consider the maximum production volume to prevent reordering and improve customers' experiences. And last but not least, we have scheduling of raw material deliveries, where the system enables scheduling of raw material deliveries and provide accurate lead time estimates. Next, we have characteristics of enterprise resource planning, which is ERP. And as you can see on this slide, we have 4 characteristics that we have made through some research, and one of them is automatic generation of information. So in short, it can assist manufacturing operation in making database decision about the whole production process. And all financial and business information will be created automatically from the data found in the ERP system's centralized database. Second, we have a common database where all data is entered and stored only once and then utilized by all departments simultaneously, which helps to eliminate data entry errors and other flow associated with using distributed database. Thirdly, we have the real-time or near real-time operations, whereby the enterprise resource planning will integrate inside ERP system to provide seamless flow of data and information between all modules. And not to forget, it can also enlarge the operational transparency provided for by the stand interface. And the fourth characteristics is, of course, flexible and open database, where the ERP system offers flexibility to respond to the changing needs of the enterprise and allowing to detect modules as needed without impacting other modules. Now we are going to continue with the objectives of MRP and ERP respectively. So we are going to start first with the MRP's objectives, which is to sustain the lowest raw materials and finished product levels in store, to ensure the raw materials are readily available for production and products are readily available for delivery to consumers, and to organize manufacturing, delivery schedules, and purchasing activities. Meanwhile, as for ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning, so there are only 4 short objectives, which is to improve service experience, increase operating efficiency, enhance competitiveness, and automate business solutions.
Next is advantages and disadvantages of Material Resource Planning, MRP, and Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP. The first advantage is better control material. This prevents running out of materials or buying too much, which can save cost. Next, improve production efficiency by make sure the products are ready on time. Third, improve communication between the departments. And lastly, cost control and waste reduction, which helps cut down extra costs like electricity and labor, which are increasing. For disadvantages, high initial cost. Buying and installing software, MRP and ERP can be expensive at start. Next, staff resistance, which is some workers prefer manual method and uncomfortable with the new system. Next, training is needed. And fourth, system maintenance. System will need update. If the system goes down, it can stop production unless backup plans are ready.
So here are the implementation process I could suggest to the company, where the first one is planning, and they should start making assessment so that they can define their own business requirements and assess the current processes. Secondly is software selection, because they can choose a very suitable MRP or ERP software for their company, and testing and implementing to figure settings and conduct everything through the settings. Next is training and making changes for the employees to use system effectively in the future or now. And last but not least, go live and monitoring, by meaning that they can launch their software and monitor the performance for the user continuously. So how does it help? So firstly, it can reduce disruptions so that it will lessen the inefficiencies in production process, and then it will lower the material cost. Next is boost efficiencies of the company, and lastly integrates departments of the company.
Additional recommendation: company can start the system with one department first. After the system works well, then it can be used in other departments. This will reduce risk and allow time to fix any problem. Next, provide staff training. Simple user guides should be provided for easy reference. Use real company data for training so staff understand how it works in daily life. Next is get help from system expert. Company can hire vendor to guide through system selection, installation, and training to make sure the system is suitable for company and can be used effectively. Last, check progress from time to time. Check if it's helped to reduce costs, improve planning, and avoid production delays. This helps company know whether the system is working well or not.
To conclude all the inputs that has been given, well, MRP and ERP have significant functional differences for passive sticks. The MRP system is designed to gradually improve inventory efficiency in a business by managing manufacturing, scheduling, and purchasing. The ERP, on the other hand, integrates finance, manufacturing, supply chain, purchasing, selling, and planning into a single system. MRP is a standalone system that is used because it focuses on the new functions, whereas ERP is integrated and provides many functions in one unit. Furthermore, MRP system can easily be integrated with other inventory software, whereas the ERP system can. Well, as a result, MRP systems are increasingly being used in business.